of October. Sorry I didn't do a report yesterday. Daughter had an away game, volleyball. Two more to go, and her volleyball career will be over, and we'll be moving on to another chapter in our life. But we get a lot of time back, which is good. Bad news is that, it was fun to watch her. She's pretty good. So anyway, I want to go do some charts. I'm going to go through futures, and I'm going to go through the cryptos. A lot of good stuff. We're making money pretty consistently this week. Things are starting to move a little bit, which helps in the things that we like to trade. So I'm happy with it. And I'm going to start off. I'm just going to go high to low on volume here. I'm only going to comment on ones that are interesting to share. So we had a little bit of a move higher, then a sell-off into Yellen, and then it reversed back again. This held the 20-day. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to buy some dust puts and take advantage of the next move higher. They're having a hard time selling off miners. People aren't believing that the Fed's is gonna raise interest rates or meaningfully reduce their balance sheet. SPY, it's just a grind, and if you're long, stay long. I don't trade it anymore. I have FAS puts, but I don't think they're gonna be worth anything by next Friday, unless something major happens. But it's difficult for me to see how the banks are doing so well. This is all just a mirage being painted for us, and I guess it's just gonna have to come by like a 2x4. I guess the market's gonna have to get Weinsteined, I think. Grind down on the VIX. Just amazing. So this is interesting too. So I think a lot of this has to do with the dollar. Earlier in the day, it was like, if they're expecting oil and natural gas to start moving higher, why are they pushing this one down? But it looks like it's pushing down and held again. I'd like to buy it. I'm just going to wait until I see a crossover here, the stochastic, and I think it's going to move higher here. I don't know if this is a cup and handle here. I have to look back farther. I guess you could kind of say one is. And opportunity here for, probably a 15% move. Yeah, at least 15% move coming on Southwestern Energy here, I think. My interest is the miners. Instead of short these things, I think we're going to constantly look to go long. Nvidia, just amazing. Some of the Qs. Facebook had outage today too. This is flat. It's consolidating on high. I think energy might pop higher here. Like I said, the miners are all looking like they're revamping. Gold did pretty well today. Like I said, I think I'm going with dust puts tomorrow. Okay, we had UNG and moved our stop up, made profit, and rolled back down. I think it has to put a higher low in here before it moves higher. But make no mistake, there's a huge move coming in natural gas just going into the winter season. And so we'll look to enter this again here very soon. Silver's holding up nicely. XIV machine. GG looks good. Okay, IAG. And so we had IAG, SILJ, AG, and they all had to take their turn to get stopped out. All profitably, I may add. And look to enter again here. I'm just kind of waiting and seeing. Things are still consolidating. Still could flush, so I'm just going to watch, see what happens here to it. But I'm looking ready to get back into the miners again. Been a really good trade for us. everything's oscillating here, but just $1 at a time. And here's oil. Well, pushed up nicely. Waiting for potash. Amazon, unbelievable, they're bringing this thing over 1,000, just like Microsoft. Everything before the earnings reports. Tomorrow things get a little bit interesting because the banks start reporting. But until this market just actually starts losing liquidity, it's going to be tough to fight the central banks. Okay, I'm waiting for my ag chems. Okay, so my long-term position in Wheaton, it touched the 20-day and bounced, which is very positive in my view. And still riding this channel. But I trimmed 30% of it so far. I was a little bit more passive on this move, and all I was doing was selling calls against it. And I think that was a pretty dumb move. I'm not going to do that this time. So if it moves up now again to 2050, I'll take off another 1,000 shares, and then 21 I'll take off another 1,000 shares, and then if it starts to roll over, I'll on my stochastics I'll sell in the money calls on it, or what I have left. AG, we got stopped out today. Profitable trade. I'll look to get back into that shortly. Google, what a beast. I think biotech's getting a little overdone here. Might be some opportunities for XBI puts tomorrow. Keeping an eye on it. And that's why I was flattening out IWM. Way overdone. Dollar pushed down a little bit today. I just don't think I'm going to get to my at the money on these. It's just been an amazing move for the banks in an environment where they will not make any money. Uranium's still struggling. I think SLCA is going to move. If I don't call it out, if SLCA breaks 3380, probably worth buying. In fact, probably if it got down to 3247 here, we're kind of completing a consolidation, and I think you're looking for a move up to close to 40. See here, lithium's kind of flattening out a little bit. I think that move's done. It may not fall over, but it's just going to probably consolidate now. Big money was made both ways. Oil still, if you're holding this for a long swing, I think you're fine. Stay away from drip. Nothing there. The ags are sneaking up. Ag report tomorrow though. We'll see what they do. But prices of food are starting to climb, and ag stocks are still lagging. We took profit in coffee today, and good thing we did. Wheat's getting oversold. If you want to look for a 3 or 4% trade here in the next week or two, I think wheat is a buy here. Still way overpriced for me on Remax, VIX, at uranium. I think SILJ held the 20-day moving average too, so I think it's probably in a position to rebuy it tomorrow. Steel looks like it's going to come down to 40 first. Okay, we got into sugar today. It looks good. I'm looking for a move at least up to 30 area. See if anything else I want to share. Gasoline's getting boring again. Okay, copper made a move today. The grains, not surprised that are down a little bit today. And let's see if anything else. Still not ready to take the short semis. There's the VIX. I think the 10-year has topped, and I think that's what's supporting Wheaton, and so we're going up. There's the VIX at 985, just amazing. It looks like it's ready to roll over, and that's GDX. And then on the future side, we have just looking at the trade earlier today. I did a couple trades on oil. It's the best move is always like between 5 and 9, and the DTMM performed very well. Okay, and then I shorted into this move here, and I covered here, so I covered like right here. Okay, so in at 31, out at 10, and that was pretty much my trade. And typically this trade for me was I just faded the 2-day move into the report, and that's it. So now we're at VWAP, so we'll see what happens tomorrow. And then on the natural gas side, had this is on the hourly, but just a beautiful trade. So today just worked out really nicely during the day. You know, I had a long trade on overnight, and then when it pushed up over this red line here, which is telling me that the move was probably done, when it came back down, I shorted it, and then I pretty much stayed short the whole day, and I took off. I went from 4 contracts down to 1 short, and I'm still holding 1 short. And but this was a beautiful move here, fading the volatility trend line. And those who've attended my classes know the importance of these big lines here, and in terms of helping frame the bowling alley for us, if you will. So like this breakout here, you can be more confident it's going to be a fake out breakout versus a breakout and go. Not to say it won't, but the stats are on your side for it to reverse, and it did. And that's the trade I took. So I was able to write it up and able to write it down. So 4 contracts up, and then I peeled myself down to still 1 contract short, and I'll hold that contract probably through Thursday, and I have a buy stop on for a reversal. We'll see what happens. The last thing I want to show you guys is the crypto money machine. So we finally got it done, and it's in Trading View. And so what we're going to do is, between now and the end of the year, the software is available to the cryptocurrency clients, current clients, at no charge. You just have to verify, send an email in. You need to give us your TradingView username, and then we got to verify that you're a cryptocurrency client. Okay, and then at the end of December, then I'm not sure what we're going to do in terms of either continuing to give it away as part of the service or charge for it separately or whatever. But it's very powerful, and it tests well and back tests well, and it just works with the major coins. But you're free to check it out. What I want, it's not optimized for ETFs, so you may get chopped up, but we're working on an ETF one as well. So anyway, that's what you need to do. So if you're a crypto client, you just need to get a TradingView account, and then request to follow, and then we'll verify that, and then get you set up. So bear with me. We have a lot of crypto clients, so it may take a day or 2 or 3 for me to get you set up, because you need to go through our sales department for verification. And as I sit remote from them, and I'm going to be managing this for the time being. Okay, so, but no charge, but you'll like it. So the long signal, shorter close. You know, we're into Ripple right now, long. We have a long in on Litecoin, but I flipped out of it to buy Ripple, and I still holding some Ethereum, and I follow the signal here. So it's a good signal. It keeps drawdowns to a minimum. When it trends, you can make a lot of money, and then I trail it, so I don't wait for the short necessarily. But if I get a short signal before my trailing hand, I'll take it. So it works out really nicely. So if you're not a crypto client and you want to use this, is that you need to go ahead and buy the crypto course from us, and then by doing so you get access to the trading room as well, and that you get access for a year from your purchase, and then you'll also have access to this to the rest of the year, and then to be determined what we'll do in 2018. So go to TradeGeniusAcademy.com, look for the crypto course, use the promo code October, and between now and Sunday you'll be able to get half off. Okay, so that's where we're at. I think tomorrow, not expecting too much unless we start getting some news events and getting more into winter here to see if it changes. So I'm still thinking that we're going to grind higher in the metals and miners, grind higher in the market, and then earnings reports, Trump, and the weather are the things that we're watching. And in December, we'll see the Federal Reserve will fold once again. Anyway, Bob for Trade Genius. Hope you enjoyed this. I'll catch you guys later. Thanks. Bye.